Hi everybody, it's Mama D.
And David.
From our Valley Theater. Hey, yesterday we went to see a fantastic play called Over the River and Through the Woods. I'll tell you, it really brought me back to my Italian roots. Because I remember every Sunday spending time with my grandparents and my aunts at my grandparents' house, having Sunday dinner. And it was fun, it was loud, the guys would go watch football or baseball depending on the season, and the women would sit and gossip, and us kids would play out in the backyard or down in the basement depending on the season. But it was always a lot of fun. We always had a good time. And then as we got older, our families would sort of separate because there was a lot of us. And then we'd have family dinner with our families. And again, it was always loud, and it was always fun, and there was always some kind of argument, but it wasn't an argument. Italian families are loud and fun, and this play was great. It's set in New Jersey, my own hometown state, and it's about a young man. No. I don't need that part, Dave. I remember it.
Okay.
It's about a young man named Nicholas, and his mom and dad had moved to Florida a while ago, and his sister moved to San Diego a while ago. And Nicholas, he stayed in New Jersey, close to both his grandparents. His grandparents were the Gianellis and the Sistianos. And he stayed close by, and now he's in a dilemma because he gets a promotion that's going to take him to Seattle, Washington State. Not too close to Washington, as his grandfather would say. And now Nick has to tell his grandparents, and he's sweating it. And they go through all these emotions, and his grandparents go through all these emotions as he tells them. And it's rough for Nick because his grandparents depend on him and rely on him and are going to miss him. And it's funny how the scenes play out. His grandparents decide to find a way to keep him here by introducing him to a girl. And it just was hysterical and funny and good. And like I said, it brought me back to a lot of memories. I think it even brought David back to memories of spending time with his grandparents. Now, David had only my parents. His dad's mom and dad died before David and Faith were even born. But my aunts, my Aunt Vi and my Aunt Ruth, they were like grandparents to my kids. You know, especially Aunt Ruth, because David and Aunt Ruth shared a birthday together. And didn't one of the grandmas remind you of one of your aunts?
Yeah, the one reminded me of Aunt Vi.
Aunt Vi, right? So, and we, like I said, we used to spend a lot of holidays together, and we spent Sunday dinners together. So it was a lot of fun, and it was, I mean, the acting, the people melded so well together. These actors that were put together made it so believable. You believed that Nick and them were really related. That's how good it was. So let's get to the cast. Nicholas Cristiano.
First of all, we saw the green cast.
Yes, we saw the green cast. And Nick Cristiano was played by one of our favorite people in the whole world, Benjamin Harris. Ben, you were terrific. Just fantastic. Just fantastic. And go ahead, David. Who do you want to announce?
Nunzio Cristano was played by Dave Thomas.
Another one of our favorite people. Dave, you were terrific. We just love you. And then the grandmas were played Ada Gianelli. Oh, Frank Gianelli was played by Don Crosby. Great. If you didn't have an Italian accent, Don, I'll tell you, you did terrific. If I closed my eyes, I would have heard some of my great grandpas talking because your accent was spot on. Ada Gianelli was played by Deidre Celeste Miranda. And Emma Cristiano was played by
Candace Hughes.
And then Caitlin O'Hare, which was the girl they were trying to fix Nick up with so that he'd stay, was played by Hale Reid. And the whole play is about love and family. And in fact, at one point, Nick's one grandfather, played by Dave, knew that he was dying of cancer. And that was probably the one thing that would have kept Nick in New Jersey. But after his grandfather and him had a heart-to-heart talk, his grandfather realized that Nick needed to make this move. And so his grandfather chose not to tell him about his bout with cancer. So that Nick...
He probably would have stayed.
Because he probably would have stayed, yeah. And so he decided to let Nick make his own mind up. Now, if last night wasn't the last night of the play, I wouldn't tell you all the details because I wouldn't want to do spoilers, but last night was their last night.
Actually, they have one more performance tonight, but unfortunately it's sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out. That's how good it was. It's sold out.
It was extended by one night due to popular demand.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it was a great play. It was a great story. The actors and actresses were fantastic. Ladies, you are absolutely stunningly beautiful. I can't believe the makeup was great because they did make you look like older grandmas, but yet they're absolutely beautiful, gorgeous women. And they did make you look like grandma, so I will tell you. But it was fantastic. Each and every one of you were terrific, and your personalities really melded together, and we really had a great time. Hale Theater, we love you. David and Corinne, all I could say is we just love you, and we're so grateful that you found a way to bring theater back during this tough time. You really are a godsend. You're angels on earth. You really are angels on earth, and we really love the fact that you have brought us theater. We will be going back again the end of this week. We have 2 wonderful birthdays. My daughter's is on the 26th, and David here is on the 27th. And David always loves to go to theater on his birthday. Thank you, Hale Theater. So we're going to see...
Charlie's Aunt.
Yep. We have no idea what Charlie's Aunt is about except for what we read in your program.
Paragraph.
But we don't care because everything you've been putting on is just so terrific. It's all new.
Alan's going to be in it.
Yes, and one of our favorite actors, Alan, is going to be in it, so we're really looking forward to it. So we'll see you again on Saturday night, and we will for David's birthday. And so we'll be back. And until then, it's Mama D.
And David.
Have a great rest of your week. God bless. And again, Hale Theater, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all you do for theater. Take care. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.